If you want to be like everybody else, sure, go ahead, listen to that. But if you have dreams, ambition, and a drive to go further, you need to let it go. Hey girls, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Kai Michelle. Today we have another safe place for the pretty girls episode. In today's video, I'm sharing with you guys 5 things I think every young woman needs to hear. Let's get straight into it. Girls, as per usual, we are doing my makeup as I chit chat, so if you have any questions on anything I'm using, make sure you check the description box. The first thing that I want every young woman to know is that one trait that people tell you to change or shrink is going to be the one thing that takes you far. Big people do not fit into small spaces. One thing I have noticed as I've gotten older is people are very intimidated by others they see a lot of potential in. When you are able to be yourself unapologetically and you don't shrink to the mold that other people try to put you in, insecure people are going to feel threatened by you, and the only way to combat that is by making you feel smaller. That's when you hear, oh, she's too loud, she's too extra, she's too this. Baby, I'm just living. Like, hold on. I'm all these things. This is just me. Like, this is my personality. This is just me living. But other people who have not gotten to a place where they can express themselves the way that you might be able to do feel threatened by that. But that one thing about you that makes you stand out a little bit more, that breaks the mold, is what's going to take you to places they can never touch. I remember when I got one of my earlier brand deals, I was trying to keep it very demure and cutesy, okay? I wasn't trying to do too much. I was just trying to get whatever brand or product that I was promoting out there. I wasn't really being myself as much. I remember the brand, mind you, this is a big brand, okay? This is like this might be $1 billion company. It was a big cosmetic brand. And I remember they emailed me back and was like, can you put some more of your personality in here? This doesn't seem as upbeat as your usual content. I said, you want more of me? Okay, I can give you that. I'll try to test the waters a little bit. I'll try to scope the scenery out. That one thing, whatever it might be, is going to take you far. Don't shrink it. Don't change it. Express it. Now for number 2, I want you to know your body is changing and it's perfect exactly the way it is. I literally can remember being insecure about my body from as young as 11 years old. Like, I was in middle school when I started feeling insecure in my body. And that did not change until I was about 19 years old. And I can literally tell you the exact moment where it kind of clicked for me. I was in Jamaica. I was like getting ready to go rafting, whatever. I had on, actually I have a picture on my Instagram from this exact day. I have on like a brown bikini. I remember looking in the mirror and taking pictures, and it was as if the body I was looking at I had never seen before. And when it clicked in that moment, it felt as if I had finally won this uphill battle after years and years. And nothing had changed about my body. Up until now, I hadn't had any dramatic changes in my weight since I was 15. So my body at 15 looked a lot like my body at 19. It wasn't that big of a difference. But at that exact time, it felt so different. And the only thing that had changed was my perspective on it. I finally accepted and felt confident in what my body looked like after years and years of trying. And though it clicked in that moment, it was not a process that happened overnight. It took years of me getting rid of negative self-talk, me unfollowing people that didn't look like me finding clothes that flatter and enhance my body instead of trying to fit whatever I seen anybody else in. And prior to that moment, I hated taking full body pictures. I would literally record a video of me walking back and forth and doing a spin every single day before I went to school. There was one year I didn't wear black leggings. Like, I was just so obsessed with it. And looking back, it's a little sad because so many moments were clouded because of how uncomfortable I felt in my body. And when I look in the mirror now, obviously my weight is carrying a little bit differently than it did when I was 16, 17, 18 years old. But I look and I'm like, wow, this could not be the body I hated at 16. I was somebody that really had to put work and time and effort into loving the body I was in. I know some people get it off rip. Unfortunately for me, I did not. But on the other hand, fortunately for me, no matter what weight I am at now, I feel comfortable in the body I'm in. And to my younger girls watching, I want you to know that in a society that treats our body like trends, your body is timeless. Now let's get into number 3. Trust yourself. I've said this before and I'll say it again, okay? Young women have so much potential literally spilling out of them and they don't even know what to do with it. One rule that I've had to place on myself is going with my first thought. Before I psych myself out, before I start overthinking and be like, no, maybe I should do this, go with your first thought. My first take is always the best take. When I try to record something over and over and over again, it's never as cool as the first time. That first idea that you have, it was meant to come in. Okay, it was meant to come in. Go with it. Try it out. Take a little bit of a risk. And this is something that the more you do, the easier it will become. Surrender to the things you are naturally drawn to. Move in the direction of what you feel, because that's what's going to build your sense of individuality. At this age and stage in life, it's so easy to adopt others' perceptions, beliefs, opinions, and feelings as your own. And that's when negative fears tend to creep in, because those people's beliefs were never your weight to carry. If you want to be like everybody else, sure, go ahead, listen to them. Knock yourself out. If you have dreams, ambition, and a drive to go further, you need to let it go. And just like any other relationship, you have to put time and care into building the relationship with yourself. That's going to look like saying no to things that make you feel uncomfortable, not putting yourself in dangerous situations. But if you do, because it's likely to happen, we're not perfect, we're human, getting yourself out of those said situations. It's going to look like advocating for yourself and protecting yourself, because you can't expect anybody else to do it for you. It's going to look like taking care of yourself mentally and physically. Would you be okay with somebody that you love being treated the way that you treat yourself? Clack that. Clack that. Us as women, we have a lot of care for everybody else. Where's the care for yourself? Let's fix that, please. Let's get on it. Because if the answer is no, you wouldn't want to see someone you love being treated the way you allow others to treat you, or the way that you treat you. Then we have some work to do. Water the relationship you have with yourself, because it's the most important one, and it's the basis to every relationship that comes after. Okay, now I know I've said some good things, but number 4 might have the other ones beat just a little bit, okay? What I want every young woman to know is it is okay to mess up. Take risk, push boundaries, allow yourself to be free in the feeling of being young. Allow yourself to enjoy the security net of being young, and the idea that the possibilities of who you can be and what you can become are endless. Us as young women tend to carry so much unnecessary weight. I need this, I need that, I want a good job, I also want my own business, I'm so tired but I'm not doing enough, I want a vacation but also hustle culture, I want to cuss them out but I also want to be emotionally intelligent, I want true love but sprinkle. We are constantly juggling so many wants and desires, which I totally understand, because I know that feeling of really wanting more for yourself. But let me tell you this, take that time to soak in your youth, because you'll never get it back. Stop being so worried about doing things the right way and take those risks, because you will learn to clean up the messes you make. Now for number 5, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will you be. Y'all know I'm 21 and I take so much comfort in knowing that this isn't my final form. Not only does that make me want to love on who I am right now a little bit more, because she's going to be temporary, I'm not always going to have this young, free spirit, but also gets me excited for who I will be in the future. And I know that every single day I'm putting effort in to being an amazing version of me has no choice but to pay off. I might not see the progress of me journaling every single day right now, but in a couple of years, when I'm ready to cuss somebody out, but I have the strength and the willpower to hold this tongue, it's gonna show off. You can be a girl that is working passionately for the future while still allowing yourself to be where your feet are and appreciate this moment. So when you have a moment that feels like you've taken a step back, know that you've taken 100 steps forward, and who you're gonna become is not gonna be built in a day. Okay, girl, so we have officially made it to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on all my social media. They're always listed down below, and that will give you the behind the scenes of every single video. With that being said, I love you all, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.